General topic here, Josh, because obviously a couple game twos have gone down, all of the game ones have gone down. What are your, I guess you guys is now, what's your biggest takeaways from the NBA postseason? Josh, I'll start with you.
Well, first of all, we've got a really spicy game two going down tonight in Indianapolis between the Bucks and the Pacers. Damian Lillard is back. NBA, please, no fines, no suspensions. You saw Damian Lillard at the end of game one chirping at Tyrese Halliburton. These two teams do not like each other. They met in the semifinals or whatever it was of the play-in tournament, and that was a great game. We had the incident of the Pacers stealing the game ball from a milestone for Giannis, and because I think it was Oscar Tshiebwe scored his first career points in the NBA. There's been a lot of stuff, not to mention the fact that who was it that eliminated the Bucks in the playoffs last year? Oh, that's right. It was this same Pacers team. So I cannot wait for this game tonight. NBA, please, no suspensions, no fines. Let them chirp at each other. I want to see how does
as long as they're not near that tech line, they should be okay.
I want to see how this series changes because Indiana had their way in game one, but now we've got Giannis and Dame playing together. Oh, yes. And then the other thing I want to get to, great job by the Detroit Pistons to bounce back last night. They should have won game one.
Oh, they were going off on social media on New York Knicks accounts. It was glorious.
But Detroit is going to be rocking for game three. I can't wait. Detroit that was their first playoff win, I think,
since 08. Since the finals.
I think I might have gone to that series. I don't remember. Did they play the Cavs that year in 08?
Well, it was Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen Celtics, the year that they won the title.
Okay, so Detroit did not play Cleveland, just to make sure.
Boston played Cleveland. That was the series game 7.
No, like in the earlier rounds. No. Okay, yeah. Because I know I saw Cleveland versus Pistons playoff game back when LeBron was here in his first
game. That was 09. That was the year after.
Oh, okay.
Cavs swept them, and then 16 Cavs swept them as well. That was the last two times Detroit was in the playoffs.
Right.
For me...
No, they were also in the playoffs in 2019.
Yeah, they said that. I don't remember that at all.
I don't either. It's just a vague memory, but I think I actually have a couple takeaways from this year's playoffs. And number one is the Warriors aren't dead yet.
No.
I'm not saying that they're going to win that series, number one. But the Rockets are not going to get, I think, to the West Finals. I think it's going to be one of the 7, 3, and 6 seeds. And I don't know which one. That bottom half of that West bracket is really interesting. And as we just mentioned, the Knicks are not going to make it to the East Finals. It's a race between Cleveland and Boston. We already saw what Boston has done. We saw what we did to the Heat the other night, or the Cavs did, rather. And the Thunder, do we even need to state what kind of mercy rule they should have employed? I mean, you know it's going to be the Thunder, Cavs, and Celtics as 3 of the 4 probably finalists among the last 4 standing. The question
is, if Kawhi continues to play like this and actually stays on the court.
And that's the thing. It's like that's the whole wrench in the monkey wrench.
You could make the argument last night though that Jokic played maybe the worst playoff game he's played in 3 years, and they only lost by 3, which to me is a concerning sign for the Clippers.
But still, don't forget the Minnesota Timberwolves just made it to the West Finals last year, and they already stole game 1. So there's potential there. Again, I don't think anyone else but OKC is getting out of the West, but I don't think Houston's going to make a very deep run.
Oh, I disagree with you, Fitz. I think the Lakers are going to bounce back in a big way. I think the Lakers are.
Well, I'm saying Rockets Warriors. I'm not sure how deep of a run the Rockets are going to make.
Oh, the Rockets are not getting out of this round. Golden State has already won this series. The Rockets are too young. as I talked about last week, I like their players, but I think Golden State is the two best players in that
There
series.
is still that serial flopper
forward.
that I mentioned the last time I was on this show. Who was it? I forgot his
Not
Sengun.
Sengun.
It was Alperen Sengun, the infamous flopper. Oh,
All right. Let me get to my takeaways real quick. Because Fitz sort of touched on it, but not really. Listen, the Pistons are a great story. Their coach is still the worst coach in the history of basketball.
yes.
But nonetheless, the Knicks are not the Knicks. They still might make it out of this round. They would get swept by Boston. Boston is probably not going to lose a game until they get to face us in the Eastern Conference Finals. Listen, they can beat the Magic tomorrow. Jason Tatum is doubtful with some sort of wrist injury. They can beat the Magic without him. They could beat the Knicks without him. The Knicks are way too Jalen Brunson dependent, and Tom Thibodeau is going to run those guys 44 minutes until they fall to the ground. The Cavs are toying with Miami. Whenever they want to turn it on, they'll just turn it on and end up winning the game by 15, 20 points whenever they want to. The Eastern Conference Finals is already set. The West, on the other hand, 2 through 7, you can make an argument for any one of those teams. Legitimately, depending on matchup, the Memphis Grizzlies are not a real playoff team. That series will be over in 4. But I think the big takeaway for me is that nobody has mentioned yet is we have had 10 NBA playoff games so far, 8 game ones and 2 game twos. Do you guys realize already that we have had at least 4 that I can count right now in my head of teams that have won on the road, which is a rarity.
It is.
Detroit has already won on the road. Minnesota has already won on the road. Golden State has already won on the road. The Clippers have already won on the road. I believe that's the 4. If I'm missing one, I'm missing one. But that is rare for the NBA. We've had, your blowouts have been your blowouts. Your close games have been your close games. It's really what we've expected for the most part, in my opinion. The most shocking thing is probably how Detroit's outplayed the Knicks the first 2 games.
Yeah, I mean the Knicks, no, I'm not going to take the narrative out and make them the punching bag as much as I want to, but the Pistons have, again, I think it's been talked about a little bit. It's just how they came into this hot and definitely just having that momentum. Oh, excuse me, apple pie, Bill Nye the Science. Lakers in 5. I like the confidence, Ash.
We did this one earlier.
Bo Nix iPhone 6, Betty Crocker cake.
Out his own.
Oh, this pun game. I love it.
Yeah, he's trying to be the new Shannon Sharp.
I'm not going to touch that story right now.